there's one thing I'm learning with this program of the Green Energy Show is that no two sites are the same. Yes, as you can see behind me, we are at a school. This place is called HGM Tinganga Primary and Secondary School. They have been installed solar by mobile math system. But the thing about this place, it's very interesting. It's different from the school that I showed you before, because this is a huge place. They have a primary school, they have a secondary school. And my interest in this place is to understand how differently, besides the flicking of the light, besides saving on the money, how else is this school, a school that carries this number of students, are using solar energy to ensure that every place they are walking in, whether it's the staff room, whether it's the kitchen, whether it's, you know, all other places that needs energy, how are they doing differently, how are they using now, and what plans do they have to ensure that they are moving fully towards the clean energy transition. So I'm really excited to be coming here right now. We've just gotten in here. I can see the kids are really excited and interested, and this is the things that we want. Getting curious and wanting to know, why are people here? What are some of the things that are interested in, and at the same time learn and implement, right? So I'm going to speak to a number of people, one of them being the teachers, of course, to explain to us how exactly are they using solar energy in this school. I understand that there's a dispensary as well in this area. I don't know if they have a plan as well to be connected to the solar energy, because this is the movement we want to see even in the healthcare system. So I'm going to take you along, just have this conversation and understand, and by the end of this program we're going to see how different places are using the energy differently. So my name is Chemtai Kiri, and I'm really excited to take you through this episode of the Green Energy Show. There are no two sites which are the same, and here at the HGM Tinganga Primary and Secondary School, I'm really excited to speak to the headmaster of Tinganga Primary School, just to explain a little bit more about this transition from the traditional way of powering the schools to now the usage of solar energy. And I'm really excited that he's here with us so that he can explain in his own words what it means to make this clean energy transition. Mr. Godfrey, mwalimu, asante sana kwa kuzungumza na sisi. We really appreciate taking the time to come to invite us here so that we can speak about this issue of clean energy transition. So probably you can start by telling us, how did this movement come to be for solar energy installation in school? Yeah.
Following the installation of the solar energy or solar power system in our school, the issue of unreliable electricity has been completely eliminated. Then previously, frequently powers outreach to disrupt the lesson, administration work, and co-curriculum activities. However, with the introduction of solar energy, we now enjoy a stable and consistent power supply throughout the day. Teaching and learning have significantly improved as teachers are able to issue digital devices, projectors, and other learning aids without interruption. Learners are also benefiting from a more conducive learning environment, especially during early mornings and evening studies, where proper lighting is now guaranteed. In addition, school operations such as printing, administration tasks, and communication have become more efficient. The solar system has also embraced security within the school compound due to reliable lighting at night. Then overall, the installation of solar power has brought great transformation to the school by ensuring zero power disruption, improving academic performance, increasing efficiency in the school operation, and creating a safer and supportive environment for both learners and the staff.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Can I ask a quick one? How long has the solar been installed?
Since the solar has been installed, now we have 4 months.
Oh, it's been 4 months.
It's around 4 months.
Okay.
Because it was done last year.
Okay.
That time on July.
Okay.
No, as we are closing the school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
in the month of October.
October.
Yeah.
4 months is a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing the school is really big, like from primary school to secondary school. Yeah. How are you managing the transition? Like when the kids are seeing solar in classes, do you tell them that when you're talking about there's an environment class? Curriculum in
we are starting an environment club.
Okay.
But really we don't have a class that's called environment. But in our running areas, there are those areas that touch about the environment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they can be able to see when you're talking about solar energy, they see it here.
Sometimes in our some running areas like sciences, we have these solar panels, so they were able to learn about them. They go there, they see what the power is exchanging. When the power is off, the power comes in, and when the solar is working, so they can see how they are.
Like they can just picture how the backup is happening, right?
And they see how the panels are being arranged so that they can trap the solar system, the solar power.
I think it's so exciting. I wish back in the day in science classes we had something like that where you can just pinpoint and say this is exactly what we mean when
Today we are not teaching through imagination.
We are
teaching through as they see.
There's another thing I've learned while speaking to other teachers. Once you have solar and it's functional in a school, people are thinking differently, not only because of lighting, but also how are we going to use this energy to power other things, probably in cooking and things like that. I know it's early, 4 months it's so early, but once you have the panel here, probably for a while, is this a conversation as head teachers you're thinking, how else are we going to harness this energy in other places?
In other places how we can harness this energy for the solar, we are thinking to come up with a project where we are using now our well. We put some pumps whereby we connect the power with that pump so that we can be able to pump the water from the well. And we start a small green gardens here where the learners will be planting their vegetables and other things there. As for the agriculture, because now the government has introduced the learning area in agriculture where it's been taking place since from grade 1 all the way to grade 9.
That's very interesting. When you're talking about sustainability, it starts from energy to the farm to the table and all that.
So even the kitchen, the MC has promised us to build a modern kitchen. And I think this is where we are going to use our solar. So we are not going to have the smoke that pollute the air. I think that one will be okay.
I think it's very interesting, and as you're teaching here, Mwalimu, we're always talking about the kids are the future. The future is here when it comes to energy, and they're seeing it and adapting to it. What are the hopes you have for these kids when they leave this place with all this transition, especially when the world is moving towards clean energy and they're talking about technology coming in place to support the new works, right? There's a lot of jobs coming in because of the clean energy. What is your hope for them?
For
the kids.
For the kids? On what?
Growing up, seeing all this transition that the school is making, right? You have the solar, you can power it, you can pump the farm and all that, They're learning and seeing, right? So
what we are hoping for our learners, that they are learning about the pathways. Now we are trying to encourage them. They can now take the pathway as engineering, as mechanics, and they can be able now to trap the solar and try to pump the water. Even some of our learners have tried that when we are doing our first science congress in grade 9. And I think for you, it makes it like stand out when you're speaking with other head teachers out there. You're telling them, in my school we have solar. We feel very boasting because we are saying in our school now we are working throughout 24 hours non-stop. When there is rain, no rain, the power is there. Because our solar panels, they are big. We have big batteries, and they can be able to take high capacity of that power.
So you're the change makers. They're looking up to you to see if HGM Tinganga Primary and Secondary are using solar. This is something that they can use it in their own end probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because now we are seeing now you are moving from the tradition to the modern school now.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Thank you so much for speaking to me. I really appreciate.
Thank you very
And
much.
it's really exciting to see that the schools are moving towards this clean transition because that's where the world is
Yeah.
going.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, you've heard from head teacher Godfrey himself saying that they have a plan. It's not only about using solar to pump, to have lights in their school, but they have plans, you know. How are they going to harness the power of solar energy to ensure that they're able to do it productively in the farm and who knows what else, even in the kitchen, right? So this is the transition we are speaking about, where we're talking about having clean energy take over, where people are saying, yes, we start from somewhere, we have solar, it's here, how else can we use this energy to make progress in other areas? And that's why we're here at the Green Energy Show, to show you exactly the movement as they come up. This is so early. I'm hoping you're gonna come back in this episode and see other places, individuals, whether it's homes or in the farms or even in school, right? How are they using the solar energy to ensure that they are moving in other places? And like I said, it's not only about the solar energy, it's more about the clean energy. So probably at other times you're going to see biomass, wind and all those places, just to see how we are harnessing the natural given energy to move forward in our areas of expertise, right? So that's it for me. My name is Chemtai Kiri. It's always a pleasure to have you here, and I'm hoping to see you on the next episode with the next talk here on the Green Energy Show. Thank you so much.